Ninth lesson in instructional videos of Master Kuo Lien Ying's Northern Shaolin form, Chuan. Today we're going to learn the last move in the second section. First I'll demonstrate the move as we're going to learn it today, so you can kind of see, and then we're going to go over the details of actually learning the move. It's a fairly difficult section that we're going to be learning today. Both in memorizing the sequence and also performing the spin after the double jump scissors kick right into the crane stance. It takes a certain amount of balance and flexibility to do this move. So it's going to be difficult, a little difficult in both remembering the sequence, and we'll go through it slow first. We'll do a slow rendition, and then we'll go into the full speed original rendition. So first I'm going to demonstrate what this move that we're learning today is going to look like. As you can see in the demonstration, the move is going to continue back along the same diagonal that we entered into. So again, for the review, from the bow and arrow stance, dropping down, this is all done on a diagonal. And so this next section was to be performed on this diagonal. But for the demonstration purposes, I'm going to be facing different directions so that you can better see the actual movements. So let's start off with that first movement, and that's going to come from that turnaround position here with a double beak hand in the cat stance. And again, I'll face this way so you can better see the hand motion. So we're going to do this in a slow walking sequence so that you'll be able to remember the movements. So from the cat stance and the double beak hand stance, sitting low, you're going to come forward, and as you come forward, the hands come through the center into this position, fingertips up, opposite, as if you're grabbing something. Think it's grabbing a ball and twisting it. That's what the motion is going to be. Grabbing somebody's fist and twisting it, okay? So the sequence is going to be from the cat. As soon as you step forward with the right foot onto the heel, you're going to have the right fingertips up. When that foot plants down for the next step, you'll be twisting into this position here. You're going to rotate from your view clockwise here. And then as you step forward with the left foot, you're going to do this motion, which is fairly familiar, a sweeping into the blade hand strike. Okay, so again, we'll take it step by step. From the cat and a double beak hand in the rear, you're going to come forward with your right heel as you come through the center, fingertips, right fingertips up, and then as you plant down, rotate to left fingertip up, and then as you step through the left foot, you're going to do the sweep and the blade hand strike. So this is where the slight difficulty in remembering the actual sequence of the timing of each of those movements coordinated with the footwork is going to come into play. So if you do it slow, then you'll implant that rhythm into your mind. Okay, so from the cat stance, you're going to have to come down onto your heel as you step forward into the first step as you plant on your heel. As you plant your weight, twist, and as you step forward with the left, Do the blade hand strike. Okay, a little bit faster this time, a little smoother. Here, right heel, fingertip up, right fingertip, plant, left fingertip up, step through, sweep, and blade hand strike. Sweeping back with a beak hand. Okay, let me do that side view. So you're in the cat stance. Step forward, turn, plant foot, step through, sweep, bow stance. Okay, one more time, slow. Cat stance. Step forward, right fingertip up, plant down, left fingertip up. Step through, sweep, blade hand strike. Okay, so now we're going to do it a little bit faster. So from here, just going to kind of try to remember that timing and just do it about that fast. Okay, here, doom, doom, doom. Okay, cat, step, turn, step through. Okay, again, we'll do it from the side view. If you remember the sequence, the heel touches the ground, right fingertip up, plant down, left fingertip up. And then as you step through, blade hand strike into the bow stance. Okay, so now we're going to do it faster again. And it's all going to be now continuous. So you do it without stopping. If you slow it down, you'll be able to see that the sequence that I show you is just as I taught it. Now, you could vary that the timing that you do, but it's easier to start off with one timing so that you can remember the sequence. In actually performing the move, there's kind of different ways that you can do that timing, but I think that if you just stick with the timing that I showed you, that'll be easier to remember the sequence. Again, the key will be as you step with your right heel, right fingertips up. As you plant down, left fingertip up. As you step through into the bow stance, it's more continuous move here. So that'd be the first section, first few moves of this particular section that we're learning. And again, it's going to come back on a diagonal. So let me do it on the direction that we're doing it. From here, yeah. So you're going to stop in this bow stance with the blade hand strike. Again, from here, so go on to the next move in this section. And I'm teaching this as a continuous section because that's the way that it's performed. So let's just work on the right hand. The right hand is doing this flag wave, say like a flag wave, kind of like a fishtail. And this concept of the fishtail runs through many forms of Kung Fu, where your body is leading and then the hand is trailing. So the movement doesn't come from just the hand, but it comes from rotation of the shoulder as well. I teach this kind of like in Qigong as well. But wrist is loose. And in application, think of it as wrapping around somebody's wrist like that. We're just kind of clearing the area. Two concepts. Kind of bridging, which like in Wing Chun is to reach forward and engage. Clearing the area and also wrapping the wrist for trapping and striking. So that's kind of the concept of this waving of the hand. And you're going to do this while walking forward, so that's going to be the slightly tricky part. But let's just get this hand motion down. So when the hand is moving to the left, the fingertips are pointing to the right. You're going to time that with each step that you go forward will be right foot, left foot, right foot. So from this position here, perform in the direction that you'll be performing. It's 1, 2, 3. Okay? 1, 2, 3. And then at the end of this 3 wraps, you're going to come up and trap. So again, remember it's like wrapping, engaging, and then coming in and trapping the opponent's hand underneath your other hand. So 1, 2, trap. 1, 2, trap. Now you can do as many as you need within the space, and you'll see. You can do it 1 time, you can do it 3 times. So from here, okay, 1, 2, 3, and then at the same time that you're doing the trap, you're going to be kicking with the left foot. So we're going to demonstrate it straight across so you can kind of see better. Okay, so let's start from where we were in this stance. Okay, 1, 2, 3, trap. 1, 2, 3, trap. 1, 2, 3. So on the 3rd step, you want to be coming around this way so that as you come forward with the left hand into the kick. Again, in learning, if you find that key moment, you can keep practicing that key moment so that you can embed that into your memory. That's the only one that counts. Here. Eventually you'll find your own body rhythm and timing, but you have to start somewhere. So from this position here, again, like I said, you could do it with 1 step if you had limited space. But in the traditional form, you take 3 steps. So 1, 2, 3, like that. And again, it's going to be performed on the diagonal. So let's take everything that we've learned on the diagonal and demonstrate it. Okay, from the double beak hand, cap, step forward, rotate, blade hand strike. Then 1, 2, 3, here. So then this kick is going to be, this is the first part of the kick. It's going to be a double jumping scissors kick. Okay, so from here. 1, 2, 3, like that. And again, the Northern Shaolin is a pretty energetic form and can take a big space. So you could do anywhere from kind of this concise area that I have, kind of more condensed, or you can really do it full out, almost like running full speed. So from here, it's pretty fast, like that. At the end of this double jumping scissors kick, and you're going to be on this diagonal here, you're going to turn into the crane stance. So this is going to be kind of the difficult move in that it's a critical move that you do this turn into the crane stance, pause for a split second, and then drop down from the crane stance into the cat with the blade hand in front of you and the right beak hand. So the difficulty of this move is basically that spin, keeping your balance, and then dropping down. And that'll be the beginning of the third section. Will begin from here. Okay. So in performing this difficult move, because first you have to do the jumping scissors kick after doing all the what I just taught, and then you have to step out and do that turn. For me, I find this kind of the apex moment, because if you nail this move, then the rest of the form is pretty simple and straightforward. But this is pretty difficult to keep your balance in that step out. And I'll show you a couple of tricks that I've learned to kind of help that. And in learning it, we'll do kind of the slower rendition, okay? So again, let's take it from the beginning of the lesson. Again, I'm going to do it more sideways for space. From here, the step through, turn, blade hand strike in a bow stance, okay? Then 1, 2, 3. From right here, after you do the strike and you step out after the second kick, the right foot kick, if you take your foot and plant it on the heel so that as you spin, you can be more on that foot rather than trying to spin on the toe and then coming down is more difficult. So I found that after you do the double jump kick, stepping out and spinning on the heel so that you can plant is a good way to keep your balance, and then drop down into the cat stance. Dropping down in the cat stance can kind of save you because you can do the spin into the crane, and if you're kind of off balance, just drop down into the cat, okay? So again, from here, after the double jump kick, you can kind of practice just like that. Instead of doing the double jump kick, you can just practice into the last kick, left, right, step out, spin into the crane, and then drop down. That's a good way. So in learning it, all of this can be done very slow as well. From here, you can step, turn, step forward into the bow. 1, 2, 3, 1, kick, turn into the crane, and drop down. Again, in learning, if you break it down like that slow and do it over and over, then that'll help you remember the sequence. But then again, it's important to understand the original flavor of the form and then break it up, practicing it that way so you remember the sequence, but then go back to the original full speed. So here, right foot, plant down, turn, step forward into the blade hand strike with bow stance. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Left kick, jumping into his right scissors kick. Step out, rotate on your heel into the crane, then down into the cat. So going back into the double jumping scissors kick. So you're going to be in a bow stance. Okay? Then 1, 2, 3, and then the step out. Okay, and I'll do it this way too. From the bow stance and the blade hand strike. 1, 2, 3, and then turn with the foot into the blade hand and decant and crane and drop down in the cat. And you can see I can vary the amount of turn depending on the space and the direction that I want to go into. But again, in the form, you're going back on the same diagonal into this last move. Okay. Again, this section is performed on a diagonal, but I think it'd be easier for the viewer to see the move if I do it straight across, and then I'll just do a 180-degree turn. Here, when you're on the diagonal, here, when you do after the second kick, when you turn, you're going to be doing more than 180 degrees. You're going to have to come all the way around facing straight forward in the direction that you started, so that you'd be going forward to 12 o'clock. So you're doing quite a bit of a turn. Again, from the second kick, if you plant your heel and spin, plant that foot down instead of trying to spin on that foot, it's going to be a lot easier than trying to do it, especially on like this dirt here. It's pretty difficult to control your spin on the dirt. On pavement, it's a little bit easier because it's like a continuous surface. So, okay, so let me demonstrate this move straight across so you kind of see the timing better again. So we've ended up over here going back on the diagonal here. Okay, step forward into the blade hand strike and a bow. Then 1, 2, 3. Like that. So we do it more full speed. Okay, that'd be the lesson for today. This is a move that's kind of like the apex of the form. Completing this movement in the section, you'll be a little bit more than halfway through the form. And the other remaining part of the form is a little bit easier to perform and learn. So hope you're enjoying these lessons on the Chuan, and I'll see you next time.